All right, welcome back, y'all. We are back with the Backyard Slinging Podcast, episode 7.
This episode, I am actually still here.
Yeah, he didn't leave again, just like between 1 and 3. So this actually might not end up being 7. We'll see. It might not. It could be 8. It could be 9. We'll see. But he's still here from episode 6. Anyway. Yeah, so we did cut the other one a little short. The puppy woke up, had to take her out. She's good now. She went potty outside like a good girl, and now she's curled up under the table sleeping again. So
Right beside the heater.
yeah, she's probably a little chilly. She probably likes the heater. She hasn't had that experience out in the other room because it's been in here mostly for the podcast in here until it gets a little warmer.
Yeah.
So yeah. So what do we get into this time?
Well, you mentioned about something with baseball that I was not entirely familiar with.
Oh, okay. Do I have a glove here? I can just do it in my hand. That's fine. All right.
Can't imagine how you wouldn't have a glove in here.
There is, but the catcher's bag is up there.
Oh.
My actual glove is upstairs, I think, though, because I keep it where I can have it because I like my glove. But okay, so it was a video, spring training. Max Scherzer was pitching to whoever the catcher was, and someone had a clip of it on Instagram, right? Saying how the catcher's framing was so subtle, he had Scherzer fooled, and Scherzer called for the challenge, which they have the automatic replay that the pitchers and people can challenge, just tap their hat. And so Scherzer challenged it, and it was not overturned because it was a ball. And it sucks that I can't remember exactly what I commented, because I had to comment on it because it's been bothering me for years what these freaking catchers are doing. And it looks horrible. And the fact that people are teaching kids to do this.
Oh, I didn't know they were teaching
it. They're teaching it. Everyone does it now.
Oh, wow.
And it looks horrendous every single time I see it. And I don't understand why anyone thinks it looks good. And how anyone thinks the umpire is going to fall for it. Right? So it was a low pitch. Catcher caught it low. And then he caught it like this and brought it up like a freaking 10 inches.
As he was catching it, or when it was already in his glove?
So he caught it and then brought it up like this. And I'm like, in what world? For one, as a pitcher, you know where you threw the ball. And you watched him move the glove. Right? It's a ball.
It's almost like cheating.
It's a horrible, okay.
It's like the pitcher thinks that if he can get away with the ball, that the catcher can just make it a strike. It seems like it's cheating to me.
All right, so framing pitches, right? Some people like it, some people don't. But at least there used to be an art to doing it, where you could get calls, right? So I used to catch, and I caught in high school. Pretty much every team I've ever played on, I caught at some point. So I actually learned how to do it, and learned how to do it half decent. But say it's okay, so I'm a right-handed thrower, so my gloves on the left hand. You throw me the ball on the inside to a righty, I'm catching it and just turning my hand. So the glove's up and down, and the edge of the glove is here, which means it's impossible for that ball to be over here, right?
Yeah.
So even if I catch it this way, and I might have caught that ball and it hit me on the palm versus in the webbing, and I just twist my hand, that moves that pitch that far
into the strike zone,
about 2.5, 3 inches, right? And it doesn't work if your umpire is actually good, and is paying attention. It doesn't matter where you catch the ball. You can drop it. You could completely miss it, and it hit you, right? And people would say it all the time, because when I was younger, I'd pitch, and I'd strike a guy out, and my catcher would drop the ball. The other coach would be like, he dropped the ball. How is that a strike? I'm like,
because it's in the strike zone.
Yeah, you don't need a catcher to catch the ball for it to be a strike. In case you don't know, you don't need that.
I don't think that coach knows how to play baseball.
They're so freaking ridiculous about it, and I forgot to start timing again.
That's fine,
but it just drives me nuts. And there's some other stuff, but the biggest one's the catchers, right? So now the thing is, say if they get crossed on, like, say all the same thing, like if it's a high pitch, I catch it, I'd rotate my wrist down.
Okay.
Right? So I catch it here and just rotate the wrist.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you frame a top pitch, a high pitch. If it's over here, you catch it and you're just rotating your wrist in. So instead of the glove being horizontal, you're rotating vertical. So again, the edge of the glove is here, which if the umpire's not paying attention or he blinks, he just sees you holding the glove like this.
In this one spot.
Instead of like this, where the ball was actually like outside the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Now, low pitches is the hardest one because you can't really rotate up a lot or get your hand down, your elbow down, so you can kind of draw it up. So you're just kind of popping the wrist.
Okay.
Like that.
But the one you saw, he was doing that, but also doing this. Or he just went straight up like that.
I don't know why they do it, and I don't know how it doesn't drive pitchers nuts. Like, so they'll sit up their spot. So you call your pitch, you set your spot, right? You put the glove where you want him to throw it.
Mm-hmm.
Once he starts his windup, these catchers are putting the glove on the ground, and then as the ball is coming in, they're swiping up to where the pitch is coming. So inside pitch, they're going like this, and they're kind of like going like in a motion, like a circle motion, and bringing it towards the zone. Same with outside, and they're coming in like this. But they're like after they catch the ball, they're moving it so far.
It's like,
I'm like, how it doesn't fool anyone, and it looks horrible.
Yeah. The few that I've seen,
it's so bad.
It's like, yeah, that's like way out there. Didn't they used to do that whenever we played baseball in like teenage league?
Well, it was just kids that didn't know.
Oh, okay.
They
because I've seen that a few times whenever we played.
That probably could have been when it started, like around that time. And they didn't get calls, but I was behind the plate. Hey,
yeah,
ring them up. It drives me nuts. Like, how that's not fooling anyone. That's not framing pitches.
Yeah,
there's an art to it, and obviously that art has been lost because kids cannot do it today, and it's all the way up into the pros now. And I'm like, what are you doing?
So where did it start? The pros, and then work its way down, or from kids and work its way?
I really don't know.
College doing it?
Probably. Everyone's doing it, and it looks like shit. That's what it is. Stinky doo-doo shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, it stinks worse than when my puppy took a shit on the floor 2 hours ago. So that's how much it stinks. It stinks worse than puppy shit. So anyone wants to whine or complain about that, I'll tell you that you suck at framing pitches, because that's not how you frame pitches. It's horrible. And
it looks a little ridiculous, to be honest, too.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's why.
And whenever you said about, I don't know, you don't know how it doesn't drive pitchers nuts, because like if I'm pitching,
you're losing your target.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I want to know where well, first of all, I cannot pitch, so I need something to hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would.
I don't know how it doesn't drive them nuts, because now some guys will look away during their windups. Or their delivery, not their delivery, because you have to be looking where you're throwing. But during their windups, like I would look away. Like I would look down at my feet when I would pitch. I'd get my sign, I'd take my step back, and I would look straight down at my feet.
Okay.
And then by the time I bring my knee up, that's when I turn to look back at the catcher. But if someone does that now, they're going to look, and the catcher's going to have his freaking glove on the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you?
Yeah, because it's like I was always taught, you have your glove ready to
Yeah.
get the ball,
Like, that's where you want them to throw it.
whether that's either on the mound or in the infield or in
Anywhere.
the outfield.
Yeah. So it's, I don't know how that started, but I think it's horrible. And depending on how like my career goes here, like the work schedule I get or whatever, I would like to get into coaching ball.
That'd be
in like
cool.
one of the high schools here. My catchers ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
If I see you doing it in the game, you're running laps.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't think of what the heck. I think it might be James Wood is the closest high school here.
Okay. I was gonna say
So-
Chambersburg High, but I'm like, yeah, they're not touching that place with a 10-foot pole.
No, not their team sucks the past couple years. I think
Their baseball team.
it hasn't been as good as when we were in school.
Mm.
Like the year after we graduated was like the last like really good year they had.
Okay.
And I haven't looked the last 2 years, but yeah, they haven't been doing so hot.
Coach Thomas still the coach there?
He left after I graduated. After we
Okay.
graduated, he left. He might have coached the year after, and that was it.
Mm.
But yeah, he retired, which I think he's top 2 most winningest high school baseball coach in Pennsylvania, if not the top.
Oh,
I think
wow.
he's number 2 though.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, he coached my uncle though,
Okay.
and my uncle is 22 years older than me. He's been there a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he also like that Chambersburg team was good.
Mm-hmm. That
in
was
like
their
the
like.
80s and 90s and early 2000s.
Would you say that baseball was their most prestigious sport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy. Baseball, softball was good. The rifle team was good when they had that in like the 70s and 80s. I think basketball was okay when we were there. Volleyball was really good when we were there. They were really good.
Now, at
soccer
one point,
was okay.
At one point, was football okay?
No.
Or was it never okay?
I'm pretty sure football's always been shit there. And that's what. Who was I telling? It might have been like my physical therapist or something. Like, I've never played on a winning football team.
Oh my goodness.
Ever.
I
Like,
don't even
playing,
know.
like, as like a little kid,
Mm-hmm.
playing for the St. Thomas Saints. We sucked. And then I stopped playing for a while, and I got back into it when I was like 12. Played for the South Hamilton Heights Jaguars. We sucked. And then junior high, going to Faust when it was still junior high. Now that Cam's North shit.
I think so.
We sucked. Got to high school playing for the Trojans. We sucked.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been on a team that has won more than 2 games a year.
Oh my.
And then even when I played for an adult league, the Franklin County Tigers, when I played for them, we sucked. They're good now.
Mm.
They're pretty good the last like 3 years. Pretty good. But when I played for them, the 2 years I played for them, we sucked.
Mm.
We won 1 game each year.
Oh man.
That's it. So I've never, like baseball on the other hand, I've played on quite a few winning teams.
See, that's the thing with me. I don't think I've played on a team for baseball that had a winning season.
When we played at Scotland together, we did. If you played
okay.
with me at Scotland, we had a winning season, and then when we were 13, when we moved up to Henniger, we had a decent year that year.
Okay.
So, but I mean, like baseball, like I played on a good high school team. I played like our Legion team was good. Post 42, we were good every year I played for them. The adult league team I played on, Fayetteville, we were good. The adult league team in Cashtown, we were good. Then I come down here to this one, though, we weren't good.
Mm.
But I mean, it's still fun playing for a little bit until just the league itself is just too much. So I just had to stop. It was like $300 player fee.
Jeez.
And to play, I don't know, for me, because I worked every other weekend and we only played on Sundays. So I could only go to half the games. So paying $300 to play like 8 baseball games was not worth it.
No.
And on top of that, people were starting getting stupid in that league. And it's like, I can't do it anymore. Like,
Stupid
I
how?
love just their attitudes.
Oh.
Like one game I was playing short and the catcher on a team, he would not shut up the entire game, just talking trash
On the other team or your team?
on my catcher for
Oh,
my team, right?
oh,
And
he
he
wouldn't.
just wouldn't shut up. And, like, it was
Okay,
so bad. Like the umpire would look at me like, "What is going on?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't know."
tell him.
And I'm like half yelling across the infield at my own catcher, like, "Dude, shut up!" In the middle of a game. It
Oh
was
my,
embarrassing.
yeah,
I was like, I can't do this anymore. And you're like, no, like how much I love playing freaking baseball,
yeah,
because I would call you a lot when we
hmm
were at school and stuff, like, hey, come to Henniger,
hmm
let's play some ball. And
yeah,
it would just be you and me.
hmm
And you probably thought I was crazy.
nah,
Well, probably on the days where it was like below 50 degrees and like windy. You're like,
well,
I don't
yeah,
want to be out here. And I'm like, we got to go practice. We got to practice the balls because baseball is life.
balls and sticks.
Mm-hmm. I'm Franken Beans. I love playing baseball so much. And it sucked when you get to a point where like this is not fun because of these people.
Yeah,
And it sucks.
that kind of bleeds into a few other things. I mean, it's like doing anything you love. It's always like, why do you got to ruin this one thing for me?
Yeah. Yeah. That's like now it's kind of
Even work, like
oh,
you get a
yeah.
job you like, and then like
Yeah.
a few
Or
months in,
that's
where
like not hard for you to do, like you enjoy doing it and it's not hard for you,
mm-hmm,
but other people make it hard
yeah,
and make it more work.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Welcome to the world of law enforcement. It is like that.
mm,
And it's horrible. Because most of the time it's pretty serious. Right? Someone can get hurt
yeah,
or killed because people don't take it serious
mm-hmm.
or don't train right. And that's I could get it. We're gonna have a wolf on again for that one. You can kind of see into our world a little bit.
Okay.
You have to get in on that too, and just sit there and listen. I mean, it won't be a whole lot. You might be able to contribute to that one, but it's it's bad. I know him and we talked about it in episode 4 a little bit. So you want to get back and listen to that one a little bit, but it's
Now, are we talking about
bad.
like people not being careful with their firearms and having discharges in the?
Boat everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because I know
there's people getting shot on the practice range in multiple places. People doing like negligent, they call it an ND, a negligent discharge.
Okay.
And it happens everywhere. You'll see news articles. People do it in the freaking parking lots going home. For some
How?
reason, somehow they think it's a good idea.
Like,
Let me unholster my freaking gun. And they don't have freaking trigger discipline. I keep a finger off the trigger. Shoot it off into the concrete or something. Or through the freaking wall in an apartment. Or in their house.
good grief.
And yeah, it's the training standards need to come up.
Mm.
And on top of that, the agencies, I think, need to hold their people accountable. But it's hard because they're not getting the interest from people coming into it that they used to.
Okay.
Because no one wants to be a cop anymore.
Mm.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
So the people you are getting, you're taking more of the people that normally you would turn away because you need bodies.
Yeah.
You have to put someone out there, hopefully, to protect people and help people, because that's what we're there for. We're not there to beat people down.
Yeah.
We're not there to go harass people just because of what color they are. We're there to protect and serve.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people take that serving part a little too far. Like, hey, you're here for me. No, I'm not here for you because you're being an asshole. I'm here for the person you're being an asshole to.
Yeah.
I'm here for them. I'm not here for you
Mm-hmm.
because you're the problem. I'm here to help that guy or lady or kid,
Mm-hmm.
especially kids. Kids, I mean, we have to protect kids. That's a whole nother topic, protecting kids.
I guess I'll learn more about that.
That's another thing. We'll talk about that another time. We're not talking about that right now. Gosh, we want to spew on that one, didn't we? Back to our regular scheduled programming. Take us away, Cory. Give me something.
Well, so I have been having some real hard time sleeping lately, but somehow I'm still able to get random dreams with the lack of sleep I get.
That's
and these
probably
dreams, what?
That's probably why. Sleep deprivation.
Yeah, probably.
You're like seeing stuff like, oh.
But it's like I know we all have dreams that don't make any sense, but it's like some of these things I don't know where they came from, and it's like the location of the dreams like 4 different locations in one.
Okay.
So the dream I had the other night, I think it started off at work, and we were having, I guess, just a dinner thing. So I got my dinner.
You typically have dinner with people at work?
I mean, we all go do our whatever thing. We can sit wherever we want in that place.
Okay.
But I mean, it started off at work. Whenever I got the food, I took it to some back room. For some reason, it had a bed, so I guess it must have went from work to
what are you doing
like a
a
relative's house.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what are you doing at work, Cory?
Putting wires together. They don't have beds in where the wires are.
Dream size different.
But anyway,
you got a special friend there.
No. So I have my plate of food. I doze off for like a half an hour. Huh?
What kind of food was it?
I think it was like lasagna or pasta.
Interesting.
So I doze off for like 30 minutes. I woke up. I look at my plate and my food's gone. So now in the dream, I'm like kind of irritated. It's like, okay, I just dozed off for a few minutes.
Yeah.
So I went out to get more. And by that time, there was like, I think salad left. So it's like, all right, fine. I guess I'll get salad now. So I'm like, so I'm somewhat irritated. This other guy was getting food too. And for whatever reason, I just say, oh, I guess I'm not allowed to eat dinner tonight to this random person. And then, so I went to sit with everyone else, and they said, Cory, did you see that old lady walk in? It's like, no. It's like, was she the one who ate my dinner that I was asleep for? So apparently at work, an old lady came in, ate my dinner, and left while I slept.
That's cool.
And that's the dream that I had.
How did you feel about that when you woke up?
Like, why? But
jeez.
You have any random dreams lately?
No.
You don't have anybody eating your dinner while you sleep?
I can't think of the last time I had a dream. It's been a while. It's been quite a while.
It's kind of depressing a little bit.
I mean, it's whatever, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
It is almost like some nights I hope I don't dream, because it's like...
Have something weird happen.
Yeah.
You get chased by like a 3-foot T-Rex.
Yeah.
But he has normal size arms now.
Yeah.
He's trying to steal your beer.
Yeah. Oh man.
Jeez. Yeah.
There was a weird dream I had a few weeks ago about, I want to say it was like the end of the world happening.
Right.
And this one, I was outside my house. No, I was driving from the old Duffield Elementary School that I used to go to.
Okay, yeah.
And I was coming out of that parking lot. I saw 2 twisters on the ground as I was... I mean, they were close enough that I was like... I probably shouldn't have been outside driving, but it's like, just go home and...
Be fine.
Check them out from the back window. So I got home, and I mean, the sky is like just black, dark,
Yeah.
but the tornadoes were like white. And then from out of nowhere, I walk outside, and from out of nowhere, there's a volcano
Yeah.
that shoots up from the ground, and the sky turns from black to like a purplish red.
Was this a dream?
This was a dream.
Oh, okay.
and the volcano is starting to erupt, but it was like it had regular lava, but it also had ash coming up that was like reflecting the reddish purple light. So it looked like sparkles were coming out of this thing. And the only thing in this dream that I thought about was, this looks really cool. Like this is a really cool scenery that I'm looking at right now. And then I woke up. So,
well, yeah, that's definitely, we do, for people listening, there are no volcanoes in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. There's none anywhere close. So y'all don't got to worry about that.
Actually,
there's not any volcanoes there. I'll say actually, like you're going to tell me there's a volcano?
Well, no. My, I think my dad and brother and I were taking a hike somewhere close by, but there was a sign that said about like some of the slag that you see on the trail.
The what?
I guess there's like pieces of slag somewhere.
The heck is slag?
It's like a black rock that's shiny.
Okay.
And apparently it is caused from, I think, like intense heat and pressure.
So coal.
I guess. It might have been like shiny coal.
Or like in between coal and diamonds.
I don't know if they were that hard. But anyway, there was a sign on the trail that said something about like, oh, millions of years ago, there might have been a volcanic mountain range in Pennsylvania.
Where are you hiking?
I don't know where exactly it was. I just remember seeing that, and I think my dad and I both were like, yeah, okay. Volcano in Chambersburg we've never seen before, or volcano in Pennsylvania.
I don't think so, because there's no fault lines. Well, I don't know.
There's a plate.
Yeah, because we had that earthquake that was around D.C. that I felt it in Chambersburg, and that was in what, 2000?
Was that like the really
2011?
Like the really big earthquake that we're never used to feeling?
Yeah, because we actually felt it.
Yeah.
She just had to reposition.
Oh.
She fell off her blanket.
That is actually...
Go sleep, peace.
Might have been the same day about another funny story I had.
I was on my lunch break, and I saw the clock on the wall was swinging.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I think... When did you say this was?
I'm pretty sure it was 2011.
Okay.
In the summer.
We might have been at King's Dominion.
No, 2010. 2011. 2011? 2010. 2010, because I was working at the rec center.
Okay.
2011, I was at the park.
Okay.
So, yeah, 2010.
So, we were at King's Dominion or some amusement park. I think it was that one. But we had just got done riding something. I don't think it was a roller coaster, but anyway, I needed to use the restroom. So I went in myself, and everyone else was sitting out watching whatever ride was like right beside them. So I'm in the stall, and I feel the whole place rattle.
Yeah.
And I thought it was someone being an idiot shaking like the stalls.
Yeah.
So I quickly got like everything like pulled back up, because that was probably like the one time I would have ever had some issue with someone in public, because it was that ridiculous. Because I thought that's literally what happened. So I storm out of the bathroom. I'm trying to look for whoever did this.
gracious.
And then I walk out and see my family sitting there. It's like, oh, thank goodness you're out of the bathroom. I think we just had an earthquake. And I'm like, oh, that wasn't someone shaking the stalls.
That's funny. Yeah, hey, you got a text message.
Yeah.
Who's it from?
My cousin.
Oh, that's exciting.
About getting on PlayStation 4 later.
Oh, yeah, you should do that with me. So they play Yu-Gi-Oh with you.
You have a lot of catching up to do.
I'm calling you out. Playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't have a problem.
Gosh. People are going to think you got a problem. I'm putting it out there now. No, but yeah. I just gave him some newer games.
Yeah.
That we can maybe play together. Well, 2 of them we can. I don't know about the other. No, the other ones we can't. 2 of them we can play together. I think you would have a good time playing both of them. Mostly Red Dead. You don't even have to be good at shooting games.
Well, that's good because I'm not.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's not as bad. So like Call of Duty, like you use like the aim button, and it just aims where you're pointing, right? Red Dead, if you're facing like a bad guy, like in the general direction of a bad guy, and you hit the aim button, it's gonna snap you to him. So it's easier to hit people.
Okay.
So you don't have to be as good. Now, if you want to get headshots and shoot less ammo, so then you in turn have to buy less ammo.
Yeah.
You have to like do a little bit of movement. But
is it as hard to get ammo in that game as it was in like Resident Evil 4?
I've never played Resident Evil.
Or I'm assuming all the Resident Evil games are hard to get ammo.
Probably.
But you have to like most of your kills have to come from melees because you just can't find bullets in those games. So being the little kid as I am,
yeah,
just like just shoot everything.
No, they got no ammo.
And now I'm like, so, I guess I gotta take this. Now I gotta use this knife now.
I mean, you can pick up ammo after you kill people. You can get like up to like 5 bullets. Maybe you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, and you get
so you can exchange them for shots at the bar.
What? Did you shoot a bartender?
No, you exchange shots for shots.
No, I mean technically, if you kill him, you can shoot the bartender, and then you can climb back there and serve people drinks. Or you can come to my moonshine shack. You can man the bar.
Okay.
Or you can go over. I got the band. You can go over and get on the fiddle or the guitar.
Okay.
You can play guitar for everybody in my little moonshine shack. It's got a basement with a honky tonk in it.
You know, whenever we play this game, I'm gonna be in full Western character the whole time.
What you mean?
Like much obliged or something like that.
That'd be great.
like the whole time.
I'm thinking that I'm going to start doing like a little bit of a Native American or American Indian bit when I play it. Because there's this guy, I watch him on TikTok a lot. And he's just like, he'll just like start his videos like, hey, I was just out here minding my own business, being all indigenous like. He's just like all this stuff. Like admiring the view. And,
I imagine there's some pretty views in that game.
Oh, it is. It's so good. They did such a great job on it. It's awesome. Like you get up on a mountain, you can look over everything.
Oh wow.
It's awesome. And there's so many different like biomes in it. So you have like a desert, you have swamps, you have snowy mountains.
Okay.
And you have like your woods in that, like your farms, ranches, towns, like a small city.
So what else did this guy do?
Oh, he just does stuff like that. And just minding my own business, acting all indigenous. And here comes a makwa, which is like their word for bear.
Okay.
And he's like, oh, the makwa want to fight. And he's like, let's do this. He's starting like punching and kicking the bear. And the bear starts going away. He's like, oh, he wants to run away. I'm not done with you. Come back. That's freaking hilarious.
Oh,
but
man.
like the mechanics on there, like I made that compilation video on YouTube just for you. And you probably didn't watch it.
Probably
You
not.
little shit. But I even named it, like the name of the video was "Get This Game, Cory,"
No.
with like 3 exclamation points. And it's like 27 minutes of pretty much me just fighting people and showing you like the ragdoll mechanics when you like knock somebody out.
Okay.
And it's just one, I ran upstairs and this guy chased me up and I just like kicked him in the face and he just went right down there. And then there's another one, I was in like a different saloon. And I went in like big right hand, just clocked this dude, knocked him out, and he like spun around, face first into a wall, and just crumples. And in that particular saloon, that one, if you set it up right, you can like punch someone through the window,
Oh.
and it's hilarious.
So then I have to be outside with a view of that window.
Oh, yeah.
And just see someone come through the window. That would make me wheeze.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
I love stuff like
that. There's so much like that kind of stuff in this game that you wouldn't be able to see to play because you'd be laughing so much.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, your character's just like getting beat because you're going to posse with me, so they start coming after you. As long as you don't pull out your guns and start blasting, we'll be fine, because then the sheriff's going to show up with like 10 deputies. And we're going to have to like hightail it out of there, and they're going to chase us, and then we're going to have to kill them. And then we're going to have, on top of the fighting charges, we're going to have like
wanted posters.
7 like murder charges on law enforcement that we're wanted for. And then we can't go to Lemoyne County anymore.
Oh my!
Because we're wanted. We have like a $5 bounty. But if you get your bounty up high enough, it'll put it out to all the other players in the game.
Oh, dude!
And then they'll start coming for you to collect the bounty. Yeah. So like if you're just in there just like wreaking havoc and like racking up your bounty, it'll push it out to the other players. And then they can come after you to try to collect that reward.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So like there's like other things that you can do on there. Like they have the bounty hunter. So we can go like to all the bounty boards in there. We can go out and like collect bounties, right? You get more if you turn them in alive. You can do the one that I do most of the time, which is like the hunting stuff. So at your camp, your guy that's like manages your camp, his name's Crips. So you turn in carcasses, hides, and stuff to him. He converts it to like finished goods, and then you deliver the goods to get money.
Okay.
So that's my favorite one to do. Go hunting, then deliver goods. I like it. Bounties are fun too, but the bounties are more fun when you have someone else playing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have you can get a posse. What's the other one? The collector. You go around and find like all these collectible things, like combs, like playing cards. You collect playing cards. I have yet to complete a complete set of any collection yet.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to really, some of them you have to really look for them. Then you have the naturalist, which is like you're collecting like flowers and stuff. And then instead of killing animals, you can get like sedative bullets for in your 22. And you can shoot the animals and they'll go to sleep, and then you collect a sample.
Okay.
So you can do stuff like that. And there's one more I'm missing. I think there's like 5 total. But yeah. And then, of course, you can get whatever horse you want if you can afford it, because they're at varying prices. And you can name them whatever you want. Put whatever saddle you want to buy and put on them. Like I told you, and I just got a 4th horse, because I told you that one time I had tequila, bourbon, and moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 4th one because it was free. I didn't know I had a free horse voucher for some reason. But I got this thoroughbred that kind of had like a purplish hue to her.
Oh, okay.
So her name's Amaretto.
That's cool.
It's fitting. She's not Bourbon's my best horse. He's just a freaking tank. And for some reason, I have 3 mares and 1 stallion. Bourbon's a stallion. He's just a freaking tank. The 2 Mustangs are good. Moonshine and Tequila, they're good. They're quick. But Amaretto, she's weird. She's tall. She's a little fast, but she shouldn't have good stamina. She runs out.
Gets winded.
Yes. and she's afraid of everything. But she's afraid of a bear that's running away from her, and we're running the other way, and she's freaking out. So
Oh my.
you're gonna have to play that one. That one's fun, so much fun. And then the other one that we could play is the Star Wars one, which that's just a shooter game,
Star
but
Wars
it's Star
Battlefront
Wars.
2.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, we don't even have to play like the normal. There's so many different game modes. We can play the Ewok hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
Apparently the most terrifying thing ever.
Yeah. So if you're playing as the Ewoks, because you'll play both sides in a match. So when you're playing as the Ewoks, it's not as dark.
Okay.
So you can see better
Uh-huh.
because they're like nocturnal animals or whatever, creatures. So you can see perfectly fine, right? If you play as the Stormtroopers, it is dark. And you can't really see unless you're turning your flashlight on your blaster. And it is terrifying.
I'm assuming that these cute little adorable things look like demons in the dark, right?
Well, there's like this 2-foot teddy bear comes running out of the bushes and it'll disappear. And then like you're getting like rocks and spears thrown at you. And you're just trying to spin around with your flashlight on, trying to find them. And you're just shooting everywhere. And meanwhile, there's like 4 of them like all circled around you. And you're like, what the heck? And you're
I can't see any of them.
Freaking out. So yeah, it's like that sometimes. I tried playing it once the other, like 2 weeks ago. It didn't go well.
Did you play it in the dark?
Yeah, it was getting there. Yeah. That's a game that would be, I think, pretty funny if you had a camera on you while you're playing.
Oh, yeah, reaction.
Oh, man. I might have to try that, especially if you and I play it. Imagine you and I are like the last 2 stormtroopers left. And we're just trying to make it to the ship to get out of there.
Yeah. Is that the goal of it, to get to the ship?
Yeah, like there's a time limit. You have to survive for so long, and then the ship will show up, and then you have to make it to the ship.
Okay.
To extract.
So it's not actually about getting all the Ewoks.
If you kill them all, you win.
Okay.
But the main thing is to survive. So yeah, I don't remember. Do the Ewoks revive? They might respawn. If you play as the Ewoks, I think you might respawn.
Okay.
But if you play as a stormtrooper, when you die, you're done.
Okay.
Okay.
When you die, you're dead.
Yeah, like you're just watching everyone else finish the match.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's something. And then you have like your normal team deathmatch mode. You have your like strong points. That's the one I play. It's like, I think it's called Conquest. So you start out on whatever planet, Felucia, Geonosis, whatever. You capture the points and you hold the points. You get points, right? And then whatever side wins, you go to the losing team's capital ship up in space. And you have to fight through their ship to like their like core reactor or whatever, and you have to blow up like 3 of them usually. And it gets pretty hectic in there.
Oh, I bet.
But if the defending team wins, you go back to the planet, starts over. So it can go back. I've played the same match one time for 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
Playing the same match because we kept going back and forth, and forth. Like we would go to their ship, they'd beat us back. We'd go to their ship again, beat us back. Then we'd go to our ship, we'd beat them back. And it was like 4 hours playing one match.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That would drive me insane.
It can get infuriating, but like at the end of the like when you're done and you look at like your totals, you're like, you kind of feel good because you have, I had 150 kills.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because you played for that long.
So I hope you have more than just 150 after that.
But it's crazy. So you have that, and then you also you can play just like your hero matches, which is fun. It's usually, I think it's 4-on-4. So you have the light side and the dark side. So you have like your typical people that you think of. So like dark side, Vader, Maul, Sidious, Boba Fett, Bosk, the bounty hunter, Kylo Ren. They have some of the newer people in there. And then on the light side, you have Luke, Obi-Wan, Anakin. Yoda, Han Solo, Chewie, Princess Leia, and then you just fight.
Plo Koon.
He know.
Kit Fisto.
He ain't on there.
All the
He ain't cool
obscure
enough.
ones.
He ain't cool enough. And he died after 5 seconds fighting the Emperor. So he's
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we had a lot of fun playing that. And then another one, you can just play like space battles.
Oh, okay.
That one, like that one would take a little bit to get used to flying. Because it takes me a little while, and sometimes I run into things and die. So.
I think that's how it was in the old Battlefront 2.
That one was easier.
Yeah.
This one's harder, for sure. But yeah, I think those 2 games, I think we'd have a pretty dang great time. The only thing that sucks is our work schedules. I get off work ready to play, and you're at work.
Yeah.
And you don't get off till like midnight. So unless like someday, maybe like today, like when my wife works Saturdays, she works in the morning. Maybe we could get on a play, maybe sometime.
You could try that.
That'd be great. It'd be good content.
Yeah.
Because that's going to get live streamed anyway. So that'll be on TikTok and Twitch. I stopped live streaming on YouTube because I just wasn't getting views on there. But like on TikTok, I get some views. Like I think almost every time I've played, if I'm playing for like around an hour or more, I'm getting at least 100 people coming in and out watching. So that's pretty cool.
That's all right.
It's not bad. But yeah. Well, we kind of flew through this one again. Time to wrap it up. Episode 7 or 8 or 9. We'll see when it comes out. But yeah. We'll see y'all next time. We'll still have plenty of stuff to talk about. Like I said, like we're just gonna keep doing this. So
yeah,
we ain't stopping.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's great.
It's fun to have a good laugh about random dreams and driving on golf greens.
That was good.
I remember whenever that whole thing happened after the fact, you're like, it's all green.
Where do you want me to drive? It's green over there, green over there. But yeah, I digress.
I'll just let someone else drive the cart from now on.
Yeah, dude, you should come golf with me and Cody.
When do you guys do that?
Maybe. In the summertime. When the weather's nice. We get a place in West Virginia.
Okay.
It's pretty. There's one hole, though, I don't really like to play because there's a bunch of apartments on the left.
Okay.
And I almost hit one last time we went. I'm like...
Well, that's probably going to be me for sure.
Whose fault is it really, though? I'm pretty sure if you live next to a golf course, like, you have to expect it.
That's why they start putting, like cages on their windows to prevent their windows from shattering.
Yeah.
That's what I would do at least.
But I mean, I'd probably end up hitting them over and then like hit the cars on the other side. But yeah, last time Cody and I went there, we saw deer. There was deer on the green. It is possible to see bears there. So yeah, it's real pretty. I mean, it's in the woods in West Virginia. It's up near Hedgesville.
Okay.
I think it's actually called The Woods. Is the name of it. So it's nice up there. So she's still out. I should probably wake up here in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to close this one out. We'll see y'all next time.
See you next time.